Hello everyone, and I might have to be a little bit quiet for this one because let's look at the time. Yeah, it's 12:13. So by the time of 12:58 is when the video going to end. Now, this will be a what if combining Monster Hunter World monsters with My Hero Academia, plus some extra monsters to add on to that. Yeah, let's do this. Let's dive into this. Deku's quirk. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's flash back about 10 years ago. Or nine and a half. Deku was 4.5 years old, being beat up by Bakugo with his explosion quirk. Yep, Bakugo was being the classic bully. Deku gets thrown into a wall as he turns into the fetal position, like every scared person does, as something happens to him. Deku glows as his body turns into a pure ball, a ball of pure energy. When metal rebar, concrete, reshaped, hardened, and transform into armor for this ball. It all attaches to him, becoming the size of a truck. Standing there, when Deku trying to figure out what is going on, he loses control. He misses Bakugo, and he starts tearing apart building after building. Break support beam after break support beam with giant tendril iron whips things that can cut anything in half. Grab anything, and he's going around 40 or 50 miles an hour. So he's causing a bit of shockwaves with the damage he's causing. It gets so bad that All Might is called to investigate. All Might was surprised to see this giant iron ball with a green light in it driving around. People are injured or dead in this kid. And they say, and then Bakugo, a survivor that is injured, says that that's a kid. Well, he doesn't know he's a kid yet. Bakugo tries to tell him, but he's quickly taken back, while All Might tries to attack him. Deku senses this and revs up, speeding up, actually reaching 590 miles per hour, crashing into All Might's fish. All Might sees this surprise because no one survived his punch before. But not only that, Deku comes up and starts hitting him left and right, trying to find whatever he can to break him and attack him and finish him off. No, he can't seem to do that. They're both on the standstill. He's too durable to be broken, while All Might's too durable to be, or All Might is too strong to be blitzed. Power blitzed. But he has a few advantages. The Deku's in berserk form, so yeah. The tendrils shoot out as it drives around All Might, as it grabs giant pieces of rebar, and as it spins, it swings him. It hits All Might. It's crashing him through a building. As it does, as somehow it's able to make its own, it's able to make somehow is able to shoot up. It makes its own like propelling energy and shoots up. It shoots up very fast and shoots back down, ramming into All Might, crashing down. And All Might is nearly on his toes here, trying to stop what he thinks is a villain. With all the energy he has into his socket, into his fist, he cocks it back and slams it onto Deku, reaching the core, and then slamming it out. All the iron and things fall to the ground as the single green orb formed back into a kid. Because the green orb is indestructible. The only thing it did was knock Deku out. Deku still has his consciousness, it's just his body just turns to pure energy, and then the energy attracts anything, it becomes that. As he wakes up in the hospital, the heroes become wary of him, trying to figure out what type of quirk this kid has. Is it transformation? Is it augmentation? Because let me spit something to you. Deku can also turn part of his body into this. Like, imagine him but ready to punch you, but you see his hand turning into this, and then you see the giant fist propelling at you like a rocket engine. Or he's able to fly with it. He can do whatever he wants. He says it's augmentation, it's mutation, is it transformation? No one knows. They just said it to an unknown class of quirks. They just made a new class called Unknown. They can't decipher what it is. When Deku wakes up, people begin to fear him, except for All Might. All Might looks at him and sees a boy fearing and scared and worried that he killed people. All Might pats him on the shoulder and says, "Hey, everything's gonna be okay." As Deku begins to cry. His idol had to stop him from wreaking havoc, and despite the situation, still decides to side with the kid. That again, almost more heroic. Is one of the most heroic people I've ever did see. He might have a challenge against Moomin Rider, because not Moomin Rider has the heart of a hero. So, as Deku grows up, he gets selective training from different heroes. On his combat with his quirk and etc. He even got a recommendation, but he denies it, saying that he wants to show people that he deserves to be here and that he's not some spoiled rich kid who got in. So he will take the whole test, no recommendation. So as Deku gets ready for school, we cut back about 3 years ago. We go back to around 3 years ago, when Deku reunites with Kachan after the 3-year separation. The first thing Bakugo does is apologizes to Deku for all the times he bullied him, for all the times he mistreated him, for all the times he considered him a nobody. And Deku, being the sweet child he is, forgives him. Though he did get punished by his mother because she was there. Give me a second. Now, from then and there point on, Deku and Bakugo became very close allies and friends. Now, the entry is 10 months before the entry exam, and Deku and Bakugo train. We're going to skip the sludge villain and the school part, because everyone knows that those basically the same. But I'm going to add a little something. Deku is the one who takes down the sludge villain by causing extreme gusts of wind by just, hitting him a bunch of times in his wheel form. He just causes air pressure to take over, and basically just overwhelms his sludge, and he just splatters over the wall, and he just transforms back. Omei comes, he says hello, it's long time no see. He grabs sludge villain, tells him he has a good day, and leaves. So this 10 months will be a lot different, because Deku and Bakugo told their mother they were going to go to the woods for about 5 to 6 months. 4 months they will come back, enjoy the rest of their school year. But with workouts too. For the next 10 months, for the next 6 months, they would fight bears. Try their best to see how to increase their speed, jumping power, intelligence, fighting techniques, all of it. And also tactics. You can't forget the tactics. They would lift weights to increase his stamina, and to further increase his speed, he would turn to wheel form and pull ginormous boulders. Bakugo would have giant boulders strapped to his legs as he would try to fly, or strapped to his arms and legs as he would try to fly. They would both get the pulling done. The lifting was harder because they would have to actually pull them. By the end of it, they were buff. Deku was at least, let's see here, I would say he was a adult Gon from Hunter x Hunter buff, the spare mode gun, that buff. Well, Bakugo, let's see here, was a good buff for him. I would say, let's see here. No. I would say they were both pretty buff but lean, so I will give Bakugo I will give him, let's see here, I don't know which buff to give him. I would say he's lean, but also very, very defined and muscular. Legs, muscles, all that were very defined, muscular, but lean. I think the easier way out was to say they both got a Bakugo,